Chase your goals, they said. Start your own business, they said. Reach your full potential, they said. Who the hell are they? And were they wrong? Hi there, I'm Chantel and welcome to my Brazen world where I help women over 40 believe it, plan it and live the life they truly desire. 6 years ago, at the age of 41, my only goal was to lose weight, get out of debt and stop feeling so bloody miserable. Fast forward now where I have got a blog site, a business, I'm self-employed, I'm doing consultancy, I'm here shooting YouTube videos about my experience. I would not have put this as my goal back then. However, it's amazing how things transpire when you go after your goals and go after your dreams. But I'm not going to sugarcoat this whole journey of mine. I'm not going to sugarcoat the struggles, the overwhelm, the anxiety, the stress, the fear of going from where I was to where I am now. Should you chase your dreams? Well, to be honest, there are pros and cons. I'm going to admit, and selfishly, because I am where I am now, say there are more pros than cons. But with every aspect in life, it's good to weigh up whether you are really ready and really prepared to make some of the sacrifices needed to go after the goals that you may have. I'm going to start with the pros because to me the pros are the easiest things to kind of go through because there are a lot of pros in starting and going after your own goals and accomplishing those goals and then finding out that once you've got to the goal that you actually wanted, there are more goals to actually ascertain and more goals to go after which are all reachable. And because of the experience that you've had working up to the current goals, you know that you've actually got the time, space and effort in order to go for those bigger goals too. One of the main pros about going after your goals is that it gives you motivation in life. We are all kind of always stuck maybe in our comfort zone and maybe just going through the motions of life. Actually having a goal and working towards something, even if you're not even telling anybody what you're working towards, kind of gives you the motivation to just do something different towards the progress of those goals or the progress of where you want to be, no matter what it was. Like I said, when I first started my whole own brazen journey, it wasn't even a brazen journey, it was a Chantel shift all this fat journey. That was the journey I was on, and from that deciding factor of me losing weight, it's kind of got me to where I am now. So don't think of any goals that need to be really big and really impactful. The motivation just comes in choosing something small and really going after it, and then once the momentum builds, that's when more motivation and to try other things and to explore more avenues that you might not even realize that you have the capacity or even the audacity, let's say, to go for it. So it is a really big motivation for. And then of course, like I said, it's the sense of accomplishment. Going after your goals and succeeding gives you the sense of confidence in yourself. And I think that's a lot of things, especially women over 40, we are really missing the confidence that we might have had in our early 20s or even teenage years, because of that, what life just kind of tears you down sometimes or grinds you down sometimes. So even if you're over 40 and you are thinking that life has gone ground to a halt and you're stuck, there are sorry, my belly is talking to me, but I'm going to keep going. There are things that you still have so much time and so much experience and so much wisdom that you can actually start to create a life that will last for the next 40 years of your life. 40 is just a really nice milestone to be in because it gives you perspective and then you can look at looking forward as well. The biggest thing I got from chasing my own goals is my own personal growth and development. There are things that I know now that I never knew at the age of 41, and it's only 6 years later, but I mean in-depth things that I have integrated into my life that I didn't even realize was available to me. I didn't even know about them until I started doing the research and started going deeper into the things that I wanted to change. It has developed me in how I relate to people. It's helped me grow how I relate to myself. It's helped me with strategies and deals in terms of dealing with things that might have stressed me out or kept me paralyzed years ago, that knowing how to actually navigate those kind of really hard stages in life or incidences in life. So personal growth is one of the things that definitely is a pro if you are chasing your goals, because in order for you, again, to get to where you want to be, you have to grow. You have to grow. You can't be the same person you are right now and get to that goal that you want, stay in the same person. So there's always going to be personal growth. It's a lifelong thing. We are all still growing. There's still things I really need to work on myself, because not all my shit is together. Don't get me wrong. I've got better. My suitcase is better than it was a few years ago, but I've still got packing to do. I've still got unfolding and unbagging to do as well. I've still got to take out things from my suitcase and put more positive things in there. So my journey's not finished, and that's why it's important for me to show that even though I've come so far in my journey, I want you to know that my journey is not over. So it doesn't matter where your starting point is. We are riding together. We are riding together, and we're ride or die partners. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you join the ride. So those are some of the pros that I want to share with you in terms of chasing your dreams. But let's get down to the nitty gritty, the cons, the things that people really don't talk about when they say, yeah, go ahead, follow your dreams, do your potential, you do you, blah, blah, blah. Hey, there's a whole heap of things that come with that kind of stance, Believe me, I believe that right now we are in a kind of stress and overwhelm epidemic in all areas of life, especially women who have got families, who are working, who are just trying to keep it together, just trying to get a few moments for themselves. It's all a lot. It's all a lot. While you're working on your goals, that actually adds stress to your day-to-day life, and it does. How you deal with the stress all goes with your own personal growth. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It'll be stressful, and there will be an anxiety. You have no idea that every time I go to film a video, the stress and anxiety I have in terms of equipment, in terms of me taking takes, in terms of what am I going to wear, just there's a lot. Every little aspect that you're trying to grow in is going to have a little bit of friction. It's best to ride the waves of that friction, but do not give up. That is the main thing. Do not give up. You'll also have to allow for a level of disappointment, because not all of your goals you might actually achieve. But as the saying goes, it's not always about the destination, it's about the journey. Even if you've decided you're going to set a goal and you're going to give yourself a timeline and you do not hit that goal within that timeline, however, all the things that you've done up to that point where the timeline comes and you still haven't actually hit the goal, you're still made some progress and you've still grown within that period, but you still will be disappointed. That's just human nature. Disappointment is going to come when you're chasing your dreams, because not everything goes to plan, not everything works out how you were, and sometimes actually when you get to the point and you say you hit that goal on that deadline, you might not even feel as elated as you thought you would when you hit that deadline. When I started my weight loss journey and I got to a point in time of my weight loss journey and a point of amount of pounds that I wanted to lose, to be honest, when I hit that number, it didn't really have as much importance to me as when I first set that goal. So there's a bit disappointing, like, oh, okay, yeah, I've hit that, and now what? You have to deal with the disappointments all in life, and that comes also when you're setting your goals, and if you achieve them or don't achieve them. The point is you are motivated to start working towards something, and that is better than staying where you are. Now, depending on your goals, there are going to be elements of work-life balance that you probably are not going to be able to control, and you might even start to neglect certain areas of your life. I'll take my example for today. I started video recording. I normally batch record my videos. That's why sometimes you might see the same hairstyle. Different outfits, but same hairstyle, because I'm trying to batch everything because I know what my priorities are for the week. However, this has taken me quite a few hours to do. So I've actually taken control of my whole front room, not my whole front room, my whole dining room. No one can come in. It's Sunday evening, sun's gone down, and people are hungry in my house. So while I'm getting side-eye from my husband and my kids and stuff, at the end of the day, I've just got to get it done, because if I don't get it done, that's going to cause more anxiety and stress. And believe me, they will feel the brunt of it, so they know to just leave me and let me do my thing, yeah? So the there's going to be areas where you're not going to be able to balance it all. But I always think about the 80-20 principle of balance. If 80% of your intention, if 80% of your goal setting, and 80% of your motivation is on point, there's going to be 20% that's off kilter. And that's just how life goes. At the end of the day, you cannot be 100% all the time. Nobody can. So give yourself some grace, as I always say in my videos, and just work towards making the most of what you can in the time that you have to do it. And set aside, if things are out of balance, like tomorrow, I'm not going to be filming videos. I might be editing, but I've got a short window of editing, and then I'll spend time with my family. I have to prioritize certain things on certain days. Some days, one thing is going to take up the whole chunk of the day. Other days, I'm going to have more time connecting. Finding a balance is quite important, but it doesn't mean you have to find balance every single day. The balance could be spread out over the week. A week with your husband, a day with your husband, an evening with your kids. Filming, doing your reports, writing, reading. Just prioritize all aspects of your life throughout the week, and that's where you find the balance, because you'll never find balance trying to cram everything in one day. Give yourself some grace, ladies. You're trying the best that you can, okay? But also it's important to remember that you are your first priority, because if your cup is not filled, you cannot give to anybody else. So yes, there are tons of pros of starting to chase your goals and starting to work towards your goals, but there are cons as well. However, no matter what, the cons that I discussed are cons that actually happen within life anyway. You get stressed, you have no work-life balance, you're pushed from pillar to post. How about you try and integrate some goals within that, so at least you're feeling a bit more motivated, you're feeling a bit more accomplished, you're kind of hitting the things that you need to hit, as well as doing all the day-to-day mundane things that we have to do. The question is, should you chase your goals? Hell to the yeah. Why are you stuck staying in the same place where you don't have to be? You can ignite your brazen spirit right now by going down into my description box and choosing one of the free workbooks to work on your journey right now. So you decide, should you chase your goals? If the answer is yes, let me know in the comments below and say hell yeah to chasing my goals. Or just hell yeah, or just yeah, or just goals. Put something in the comment box to let me know that you are ready to chase your goals. Okay? As usual, thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a brazen day, and don't forget to believe, plan and live it. Those are the things that you deserve to do, and no one should be able to take your power away from changing the life that you deserve. Bye, ladies. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the subscription box where you will see workbooks for whatever path you are in your own brazen journey, helping you to ignite your brazen spirit.